China's President Xi Jinping is to discuss global affairs, and during his meeting with David Cameron, Downing Street has said. Mr. Cameron is to host Mr. Xi and his wife Peng Liyuan at the Prime Minister's country retreat, Chequers. In a joint statement, the leaders have praised the trip as opening a golden era in UK-China relations. Earlier, the Queen and Duke of Edinburgh bid farewell to Mr. Xi on the penultimate day of his UK state visit. Mr. Xi said goodbye to the Queen at Buckingham Palace before joining the Duke of York for a series of visits. The Queen has hailed the President's milestone 4-day visit, but there have also been demonstrations over China's record on human rights during Mr. Xi's visit. On Wednesday, a deal to build the Hinkley Point nuclear power plant was announced by Mr. Xi and Mr. Cameron. Ministers expect more than £30 billion of deals to have been agreed during the 4 days, but critics have accused the UK government of kowtowing to Beijing. Hong Kong. She said, there may be a number of issues they decide they want to take forward and continue in discussion, but I would expect it to focus more on international and foreign affairs. The Prime Minister is also expected to raise concerns over Hong Kong directly with the President. Mr. Xi has been accused by pro-democracy campaigners there of increasing interference in the running of the former British colony. On Thursday morning, Mr. Xi and the Duke of York visited UK satellite communications company Inmarsat. The pair also attended a conference of the Confucius Institute, the Chinese equivalent of the British Council, hosted by University College London's, UCL, Institute of Education, at the Mandarin Oriental Hotel. Free Tibet campaigners and students from UCL and the London School of Economics gathered to demonstrate outside the event. Among their concerns is the treatment of activists, who campaigners say get harassed, imprisoned, and tortured. But there were also pro-China supporters with Chinese flags and Union Jacks who had gathered to greet the Chinese president. Foreign Office Minister Hugo Swire insisted the UK's ever-closer relationship with China enabled it to discuss human rights matters, after Conservative MP Fiona Bruce raised the issue with an urgent question in the House of Commons. Mr. Xi's trip has been hailed by officials from both countries as the start of a golden era of relations. A 1,500-word statement agreed by Mr. Xi and Mr. Cameron following their discussions on Wednesday pledges to enhance bilateral trade and investment and cooperation on major initiatives, such as Britain's National Infrastructure Plan and high-speed rail. The document also says there are agreements for the countries to refrain from cyber espionage and to liberalise visa regimes. It also calls for the swift launch of a feasibility study for a China/EU free trade agreement, as well as increased opportunities for cultural and sporting links, study, and tourism. The agreement over Hinkley Point is part of a wider UK partnership intended also to develop new nuclear power stations at Sizewell and Bradwell. Hinkley Point will create 25,000 jobs and enough energy to power 6 million homes, the government has said. Mr. Xi said he believed his visit would lift UK-China relations to a new height.